Okay, so now that you know what they all are, let me show you how should I explain this? Now, if we're going to make a reflection on a different axis, so if you're doing, let's see here, say 6, 5, negative 2, 3, and lastly, let's see here, sure, negative 8, 7. Let's go ahead and put these on a graph. So 6, 5. I made it a bit too large. That'll be fine. Negative 2, 3. And lastly, negative 8, 7. Should be right up here. Now let's connect them. So this right now would be considered your pre-image. Starting image, nothing's changed yet. We haven't done anything. Now, we're going to do some reflection. And to this one, if it's crossing the y-axis, then you're going to make the x negative. So right now, you see here, it's crossing the y-axis. So, not here, here. Alright? Now that we know it's crossing the y-axis, we have to make all the x's, well, negative. And if they're already negative, we make them positive since the two negatives cancel out. Now, our x's would be 6, negative 2, and 8. While our y's would be 5. Let me fix that. 5, 3, and 7. Now let's go ahead and make all of our x's negative. So instead of 6, 5, we have negative 6, 5. And that point's a bit too big. There we go. So negative 6, 5 now. Instead of negative 2, we now have positive 2. 2, 3. It's a bit bigger. And lastly, instead of having negative 8, 7, we have 8, 7. So it's 7. And this point, never go where you want them to go, would be our, because you say after image, but image. I'm going to remove the pre-image to make this a bit clearer on you. So this would be our new image. Now, let's say your line crosses the y-axis, or not the y-axis, sorry, x-axis. So let's say 1, negative 3, 4, let's see here, actually negative 4, 5, and let's go with, sure, negative, yeah, that was right, negative 3, 4. Now, this doesn't always have to be a triangle, it could be squares too, rhombus, rectangle, whatever. Now, so let's see here. 1, negative 3 would be right here. Negative 4, 5. It's right here. And negative 3, 4 is right here. I'm going to actually change negative 4 and make it, actually, let's make it 3, 5. There we go. Just to make it a bit easier on the eyes. And this one right here would be crossing the y-axis, or x-axis. My bad. I'm all over today. And now instead of making our x's negative, we now make our y's negative. Remember, we are now on the x-axis, meaning y's become negative y's. Don't know why I used equal sign, because they're not equal. Now, let's go ahead and make all our y's, which is going to be negative 3, 5, 5. Negative. Well, negative 3 cancels out with negative, so now it's positive 3. And both negative 5s become, well, negative, or both 5s become negative 5. Let's go right now and write down our new graph. So instead of our previous one, we now have 1, 3, 3, negative 5, and negative 4, 5. So again, they just flipped. So right here, this would be our new image. Not our pre-image. The pre-image is always going to be the first one. This would be our image now.